What's up? What's up? Yo! What's up? This is your boy, Deacon Django, and we are back again. What's up, Mike? With another episode of The Devil's Advocates. And I want to thank everybody for joining us. And I don't know what the hell kind of winter we have it right now. I feel like early spring, but we're going to see if it snows next.
I mean, just wait.
Well, you know what they say in Arkansas, everything's relative. Hey, Arden. And I want to thank everybody for joining us today here on The Devil's Advocate. It's our Friday shenanigans. We want to thank y'all for joining us. And, of course, let me go and start from left to right, right to left. What's up, Professor? Well, let's see. We're going to go start with the man who never grow no hair. He don't never grow no hair. I don't know what's wrong with him. It's our man, Head Sanford. He over here. Looking great. Hey, Gail, how you doing? Hey, Conrad, how you doing there, bruh? And, hey, Francis. And sitting over here. Boy, did you speak?
Yeah, I said, what's up?
Oh, you said, what's up? I always told you talk too much. Hey, Sharman, what's going on? You should be here, young lady. Okay. And sitting over here, he don't look like he grow too much hair either.
I don't.
Okay, so these are hair challenge. What's up, James? Hair challenge folk.
Yeah, and on top of that, my head is kind of big.
Yeah, just because your head shaped like a bullet don't mean you're the big shot.
I know, right?
All right. And that's my man over here, Dones Malone. How you doing there, bro?
What it do? How's everybody doing?
Right, I 6'3" go.
It's Super Bowl weekend. It's Sunday. Yeah. Yes, the Rams versus the Patriots.
No, wait a minute.
I don't have a dog in the fight.
Right, that's the truth.
I don't.
What about them Cowboys?
Are we going to talk about this again? Y'all?
Yes, we are. They look here, Ms. Woke. They are on my crosshairs every time we talk about football. Okay, but we're not going to talk about football.
We're not going to talk about it.
Because somebody over on the other side of the line sounds like they a little upset. Okay. So, okay. So, and sitting around here joining us from an undisclosed location, like she BB 613, Ms. Woke.
What it do?
What you doing? What you know good, that one? What you know good?
What up? What up? I'm wide awake, although I don't look like it today. I am wide awake.
What you like a werewolf or something? What you kind of?
I'm looking kind of crazy. I'm not my best self today, but it's okay. I'm here.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
I got on my little T-shirt that I love. My hair is the truth, no lie.
My boy said the cowgirls that went fishing.
That's all right.
Oh, that's okay, because the cowgirl joke getting ready to come this afternoon. Mm-hmm. But how you doing, Miss Woke?
I wish you were giving a slave master airtime on the show.
Oh, my goodness. Here we go again. Really, Mia?
Oh, master, why are we giving them?
She's a slave.
What is that I hear? Do I hear a whip in the background?
Yeah, mule, yeah. Okay, now we just play it right. So today, let's go ahead and get jumped in because we're doing an all trending show today. Mm-hmm. Oh, and by the way, folks, definitely tune in next week because next week. You okay over there?
Yeah, I'm just saying what's up to my people that's just tuning in. What's up? See, he coming down on me because I'm saying what's up to y'all. How y'all doing?
Because he a cowgirl fan. That's what it is. But anyway, I just wanted to let everybody know, tune in next week. I need all my co-hosts on deck because next week is, guess what? It is our 4th year anniversary show. That's what's up. 4 years we've been doing this.
Still going strong.
That's right. Yeah. Still going strong, and we still broke. But that's okay, though. But that's okay. So this week, we're going to talk about, we're doing an all-trending show. And, of course, in this country nowadays, there's nothing ever that seems to be unusual. Oh, but before we start, let me just make a shout-out to the man on the wheels of steel. It looked like he hadn't had his bran muffin this morning. But, hey, Avery, how you doing over there? Super Dave, how you doing there, bro?
I'm doing fine. How you doing?
Okay, you angry this morning?
I don't know yet.
You don't know yet, but you at? Well, let me work on that.
By the way, y'all go out to my wall and look at this video that happened in Louisville back in August. That's all I'm saying.
That's all you're gonna say?
That's all you're gonna say.
Yeah, it's pretty appalling.
Okay, Mia, hold your peace. Okay, so we're getting ready to get started today. Mia, what's our topic today? Yeah, what we talking about?
Today's topic is y'all need to stop jumping into these murky waters.
Jumping in murky waters. Wait a minute, who?
First of all, y'all don't never read nothing past the headline. That's number one.
Mm-hmm.
But number two, you make a decision on stuff based on the headline, and then it's not even enough information out there for you to make a good informed decision about what's going on. You just commenting and sharing and all kind of stuff. And we got so much going on this week. We got, is it Jussie or Juicy?
I don't know. I've been trying to figure out the brother's name myself.
We got that Smiley.
He Juicy? That's his name is Juicy? Jussie?
Ooh, yeah.
No, okay.
Jussie.
Juicy.
We got him.
Jodeci?
We got Kamala Harris.
Tyler. Okay.
We have so much going on. So let's tackle it one by one.
Let's do it.
Y'all believe he was attacked the way he said he was attacked?
I believe it.
Hey, Sharon. He was attacked.
Yeah.
Well, we know he was attacked.
Right.
Or it looked like he had war wounds to prove it.
So he caught a beat down.
Somebody got him.
Okay, somebody got him. So hold on. This sounds like there's a caveat to this. Yeah. So go ahead and unleash it.
Your conspiracy theory,
Ms.
Mia?
Yeah.
I don't really have a conspiracy theory because my ICE would always say that I'm a processor. So I don't make snap decisions.
Right.
I don't have enough information yet to decide on whether he was lying or not.
Right.
I don't think that he was lying about being attacked.
Right.
But it is a wee bit odd to me that with all the cameras they haven't seen anything. I'm not saying that it didn't happen. I'm just saying I need more information.
Okay.
Okay. Well, let me give you an update. They did find some people in the vicinity in the area where he was at.
I saw that.
Okay, supposedly they did find two guys in ski masks. Oh, hold on, because see now Dave,
you got Dave.
Now you got Dave laughing. So, okay, Dave, you want to say something, Dave? You want to say something, Dave? I don't need you bowling over.
I didn't ask anybody to do it, but I don't have enough information yet.
I'm holding my peace on it at this point. And I suggest with my advocates sometimes it's best to do that to everything come out.
Exactly.
Hold on, wait a minute. Come on, Dave. He did. Come on. No, don't what? You did it. You over here laughing and fell out the chair, so come on with that.
What's up, A?
I'm just going to say it like this. Based on the evidence that we know of right now, I'm going to give it 5 Pinocchios.
Give it 5 Pinocchio.
Because number one,
5 Pinocchio.
Just to say that you saw some people in ski masks, that particular night in Chicago, do you know how cold it was?
Yeah.
It was 10 degrees.
10 degrees.
So if everybody was any fool that was out at 2 a.m. in the morning, except Jussie, would have probably had on ski masks to protect themselves. Okay?
Exactly.
I'm just saying. Number two is that of all the area in which he was at, no one saw anything, no cameras,
anything.
You see these.
Well, one woman just came out and said she saw one of the guys, redneck with a
that just updated today. I didn't want to put that in the room because we got a bunch of Facebook lawyers in our room.
But again, it just doesn't add up.
Hey, Karen.
Okay.
You are a movie star. Those people travel with entourages.
Not all
whether it's one or maybe it's a lot, but you go out at 2 a.m. in the morning. And here's the other thing that really boggles my mind. So, I mean, back in the day when I used to kick it like a fat rat old school style and then to come in till the break of dawn. I know y'all young. Y'all may not know what that means.
He's trying to go old school hip hop on us. Okay.
But when I went out to my car, if I was leaving the Quarter Note or the Dip or PJ's or the Grand Palace, I'm always kind of looking. So if someone screams at me, particularly a negative adverb, then I'm going to do one or two things. I'm going to get my butt in my car, lock my door, or if I can't get to my car, then that means I've got to fight. Okay? It's that old animalistic thing that we all have called fight or flight.
Yeah.
Fight or flight.
So you got two guys on you trying to put a noose around your neck, and you don't fight. Again, the jury's out. I'm just saying there are some strange peculiarities when it comes to this. Okay, and police says, "Hey, we want to solve your crime. We want to see your phone. We want to solve your crime."
You ain't seeing my phone.
Okay,
I got some stuff in there.
Can I say one more thing that just kind of struck me odd about the story? He said that the attacker said, "Aren't you that F word, N word from Empire?" Now, I don't know about y'all, but Empire really don't strike me as a redneck show. So it's odd to me that they would have known him anyway, because you can't just know of the show and know his character.
Right.
They were just hanging out at Subway at 2:00 in the morning.
I'm still trying to figure out what Subway still be. Well, then again, in Chicago.
In larger cities they do that. That's not uncommon.
Yeah.
So but I'm saying they see him with video in the Subway.
Right.
But all those other stores that have outside video surveillance, none of those see this incident take place. Well, if you're getting your tail kicked, it ain't like you're, it's being properly done and you're all dancing the waltz. You would tend to believe that there'd be a commotion on a camera somewhere.
He said you're doing it properly. He said when you get a whooping, you're getting it done properly. I'm kind of like how I point that colonizer from North Arkansas.
I'm not going to give it Super Dave's 5 Pinocchios, but I will give it like 1.5.
1.5 Pinocchio. Okay.
Yeah.
If someone's kicking your tail and they got away with it, and you have evidence on your phone that you're talking to your manager while this tail kicking is going on,
the beat
don't you want to turn that evidence over to the police?
Hold on, boss. Boss, wait a minute.
On my phone.
Yeah,
because at that point, I just want them to be caught.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Don't you want to turn that evidence over to the police?
Well, I mean, but see, if they get my phone, they might see me in the goat. So I can't do that because that's.
But you can still forward the information to them. You don't have to necessarily get it.
Well, they should be able to. But they should be able to pull that from the tower. That's stuff the police can do.
Well, again. This morning they said they're not going to force him to turn it over.
No, they're not. But but so it's not like they can't get it if they don't.
So at this point, if he doesn't decide to help in solving the alleged crime,
he just gets a whooping.
Then the crime, if it happened,
right?
Because I'm telling you, I'm not the only one that doubt. And look, the day I heard it, I called it a Pinocchio.
But why him?
I thought it was
why would he want to make that?
Why would he want to make it up?
What's the motive? Because that basically kills his career. Right. If that comes out. And look, let me just explain something, Miss Woke.
I could be real mean right now, but I'm not.
Okay, well, hold on. We got some ideas now.
Yeah, speak your truth. Speak your truth.
Yeah, that's why I said speak your truth.
The question is, why him? Why would he make this up?
Right. What's the motive? There have to be.
It has to be.
So let me just say this. It's not so much the issue. I have an issue about him lying about getting the whooping. It's like, look, when we talk about red hats or the new modern day KKK, I don't need any more reason to hate them. You see what I'm saying? So not only does he kill his career, he kills the credibility when we're trying to resist these people who will go out here and do stuff like this. Right. Who we know have been at rallies and beat up on people and jumped on people. Only because, look, and this is what I'm saying, Ms. Pope. You remember we had this argument and fight last week about whether or not red hats were the modern day KKK. Remember that, right?
Yeah, we did.
Okay, so hold on. When the KKK, who were the main 3 groups of people that they absolutely hated in their mantra? Negroes and other minorities, right? Jews, and what's the third group? Homosexuals.
Right.
Okay, so my thing is I don't need any more reason to dislike people in red. And look, don't get it twisted. I know there are people that probably wear red hats. They probably just want to be Trump, so they want to make money. But I'm sorry.
Black people are the most homophobic people in the world. So I'm not saying that that's not exclusive to the KKK.
No, I'm not. I'm not saying that.
People of color are some of the most homophobic.
Yeah, we are. We are very homophobic as a group of people.
We are.
Yep.
So, like, you can kill that. You can't just put that on.
I can kill it.
Everybody has to struggle with that. And women, as Vic said, I mean, we are cruel to what's different. Just as a nation, as a culture. Yeah. Period. We all go in our
but we give R. Kelly a pass, won't we?
We tend to peck on people we feel like are weaker than we are. Simple as that.
True. Right, true. But that's the thing. And I mean, but people who are different must make such great scapegoats for what goes on. I mean, look, just like I said, that's why I liked Ted Sanford's post. When R. Kelly came out, everybody had, people were beating down the doors. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying you, Mia. I'm saying people were beating down the doors to defend this dude. And the sad part about it was, Yes, Dad.
I wasn't.
No, I'm not saying you. I'm just saying, making a general statement. But you had a lot of women who were defending this guy. Oh, where are the parents?
You have a lot of women that's still defending him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and they're still defending him. But the minute Jesse catches a beat down because it was sausage night or whatever was going on, now all of a sudden,
That's
Lord,
offensive.
we done lost half our audience. But now he catches a beat down. Everybody got 1 million, like I said, 99 questions, like Jay-Z said.
Why?
And here's my point. And we knew what R. Kelly been doing. It ain't like we didn't hear about Aaliyah until this documentary came out. We knew. But hey, we could step in the name of love.
Let me give you something else that people jumped on a couple of weeks ago. Chris Brown. Everybody jumped on Chris Brown so quick.
Well, see, the media was part of that fault too, because when he got that allegation, they were already trying to convict him, but they retracted it.
That they barely retracted it. You didn't see hardly anything to say, "Oh, we were wrong."
That's why I shut my mouth.
But that's my issue.
My response was, "Oh well."
This week, I wanted us to talk about these murky waters.
These murky waters,
because in the age of social media, when stuff is shared in a millisecond, as soon as you get a snapshot of whatever,
right,
people start sharing it, start commenting, start forming an opinion on it, and you're not walking in a clear water.
Oh, you mean like
dirty water.
Like Fox News viewers?
Why you picking a side?
Fox News viewers, they do it all the time. Look, give you a prime example. They talked about. We of course all of us heard about the law that they passed in my home state of New York about the abortion. Okay, so just to show you, and look, the Coons did it too. Cause see, this is why it's open season on Coons. Cause the next picture you gonna catch is me socking somebody with a red hat. They're gonna be a color.
That was a good photo that you took.
Yeah,
whoever took it.
Yeah. My coworker took that. I mean, that photo was so beautiful, wasn't it? Man. I mean, you actually see the soul leave the body when the punch hit him. But anyway, okay, so. And the cops, and it's funny because I was in Harrison when this happened. And the cops, I'm thinking, well, going to get my bail money because, it's going to be a night because I'm going to let these cops know. You can take me to jail, but if one of y'all come at me in this jailhouse, one of y'all going home, white going to be a widow. Because there ain't going to be no mysterious deaths in the jail cell in Harrison.
Oh, so you one of them hard-headed boys.
Yeah, I'm one of them hard, yeah. Oh, you not up here, why? And here's the funny thing. The girl I was with was a lesbian. And she's white, but she was a lesbian, and we co-workers. And she was up working in North Arkansas, and I was actually working in Missouri. And I actually came down there, and she was like, "Yo, you want to go to lunch? We could talk about the job." We were, griping and about stuff that we hate about the job and just having lunch.
You sure she was just a coworker?
Huh? No, I didn't do nothing to her.
You said okay.
Okay, I didn't do nothing to her. She didn't have me go first, so that didn't do nothing to her.
That was advocate.
Okay. No, I'm just saying.
Coworker. I'm like,
she was a coworker.
So
she was a stud.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm just saying.
Okay.
I don't need nobody trying to slap nothing up on me because there's going to be consequent repercussions. Okay, so hold on.
I hear what you're saying, Django. I hear and I understand all of that. I'm not saying that people are not attacked because of their sexual orientation or because of their ethnicity or because of their gender. I'm not saying that doesn't happen. But what I am saying, just like a month or so ago, when the lady and the witnesses said that a white guy, a racist, shot her daughter, and Black Lives Matter came out, and everybody came out talking about, we got to find this guy who murdered this baby, and this is horrible, this is a travesty, and Black Lives Matter was all over it. And then they said that actually it was some gang members that shot this baby.
Yeah, that was kind of bad. Yeah, that was kind of bad.
Okay, but wait, my issue is all the outrage went away. I haven't heard anybody else say anything about it.
Well, it just dropped out the news cycle.
Listen to me for a second.
Oh, okay. Well, I sure
want you
will.
To hear me when I say this. When we
don't
hold ourselves equally accountable for our foolishness, and when we put out a false narrative, it waters our struggle. So stop jumping on stuff before you know all of the information. And if you find out that Juicy Jussie is lying, if you find out that mom or the witnesses were misinformed, be the same level of outrage that you were when you thought somebody white did it. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
You look like a bunch of hypocrites.
Okay.
To me.
Okay. Well, excuse me, because I feel like a lot of heat was coming on the other side of that phone over there.
It was.
Okay, well, I'm just saying.
About colonizers, but maybe we need to look at inside. We need to have an introspective.
Good luck with
that.
that.
Inside ourselves and see what we're doing to mess up and murky our own waters.
Okay, well, hold on, Cletus. And you up here, I still got a raise in my pocket now. So you
Bring
get
it
out.
on.
Okay, I'm just letting you know. I ain't scared.
Ahead.
Okay, so the thing is, and what I'm saying, when they put that post up there about the New York abortion, what they did is they didn't read the headline. So people went and put the law out. But every conservative, every right wing was mad all over Facebook. Oh, they murdering babies. You see what they're putting out? Oh, they made murdering babies to the term. This is what happened when we elect Democrats, right? But if you read the law only applies in New York if the mother's life is in danger. That the abortion can, but they don't care about. They didn't try to read that. All they said was abortion go to term. Oh, that's it. Oh, now they're gonna kill babies. So this one guy, he's such an idiot. Of course, a Trump supporter. Well, what happens when they start murdering babies at 4 and 5? First of all, 4 and 5, they're not a baby no more. So you're talking about, well, it's not necessarily infanticide because they're no longer an infant, but you're saying we just going to go around and start killing babies now or killing children because we just feel like we don't want to have a kid. And I said, when are you going to start adopting some? And, you know, that's the thing that kills me with the more outrage of conservatives. I said, y'all want to sit around here and talk all this foolishness about what women should do with their bodies, but I don't see y'all stepping in the line to adopt these children. They sit down here mad because some little infant of goo, primordial goo, may grow up to one day vote Republican. That's what they mad about. Like I said, they the same people that applaud the CEO, but then they dog the worker. They the same people that sit around here and they applaud the weekend warrior, but then dog the homeless vet. You see what I'm saying?
Well, let me tell you, it's enough hypocrisy to go around because when you talk about people who are pro-life, in my mind, I don't mind you being pro-life if you've adopted. If you've actually participated in trying to make sure that when these children are born, they actually get a home. But usually they don't adopt. Just like when we, as black people, say, well, why is that white family adopting this black kid? Why are you not adopting a black kid?
Hold on. You know why the white folks adopting us?
Gay couple adopting a kid.
You know why the white?
Are you not adopting a kid?
Hold on. You know why?
So
well, black folks, we don't like kids. Little kids, little bad. Okay, but you know why the white folks adopting us, don't you? You do know why, right?
My point is, don't have an opinion on it.
Okay, well, hold on.
Like
no, I got an opinion on it.
Because you're part of the problem.
Them colonizers is adopted. Hold on, but here's the difference. I don't have an issue with a woman's choice to do with her body. So my thing is like this on abortion. As long as what you can do, you can reconcile with your creator, then do it. Okay? So my whole thing about it is I don't have an issue about what women should do with their bodies if I know I'm not prepared to adopt a child. Especially nobody else's demon seed. But my whole point about it is you think the colonizers, why you think they sitting around here adopting us? Because they trying to indoctrinate us.
Well, if you worried about them indoctrinating us, then maybe you should get up off your black behind and adopt a black kid so they won't.
Well, I'm going to adopt somebody's satanic Damien and he up in the house. Django feet. No.
Goodness.
Hell, I had to kick my own son out at 3. So, I mean, what you...
I'm just saying. You know, people ought to be ashamed of themselves. They feel so strongly on stuff, but they ain't doing nothing to fix it. If you're not fixing the problem, you're a part of the problem.
Hey, Candy, we back.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, well, okay.
That's just what 101.
Okay. You act like, you know, you got all up in your chest today. What's going on with you, boy?
I am. It's the shirt. You know what, Django? It's the shirt.
It's the shirt.
It's the shirt. My bad.
It's the shirt, the skirt. What you got going on over there? You doing something strange for a piece of change on a Friday?
I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna get on this road and drive to Little Rock tonight.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. So.
Hey, by the way, my baby girl is turning 18 tomorrow.
Yes.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Carly.
Okay. Now that was a plug right there. So wait a minute. While you're at it, because we always see you up here, you know, you do the lives and stuff. Tell us about your business, because you know, Don Malone, he has his law firm. So tell us about your business. Do you want to?
Django, thank you.
I'm just saying, do you want to?
Listen, I was not even ready for that today.
Yeah, I did. That's why I did. I don't want nobody saying that I don't support my crew. I support my crew and everything they do. Support black businesses. Yes.
You
might be, you might not want the colonizer to hear this, so you might want to just say, you work for the waste management department or something.
What I do is I work with businesses. I work with entrepreneurs to grow their businesses or make sure they're set up the correct way. I'm a business coach and I'm a life coach. One thing that's going on right now that I'm so excited about is our retreat, my first ever entrepreneurship retreat. This one is specifically for women. It's going to be in the Dominican Republic, May 1st through the 5th, in Punta Cana.
Yes,
you really need to go ahead and book it now. The prices are very competitive. I think you'll have a great time. It'll be a whole lot of fun, but business. And the best part about it, for all you entrepreneurs out there, it is tax deductible. So go on to Punta Cana and get that tax deduction.
I go to Punta Cana and get a whole bunch of
deductions. And grow your business and connect with other entrepreneurs that are like you, and it's going to be fun.
Yeah, I'll do something in Punta Cana around.
And
I'm going to put some.
Let me put this plug out there. If you haven't already, go and like my page, Mia McNeil, the Workshop Whisperer, on Facebook.
The Workshop Whisperer. Well, that's fine. They call me the Goat Whisperer, so I saw a goat sign for sale.
Ghost Whisperer. Okay.
Yeah, the goat. Now, I said about no ghost.
I just said goat.
Black folks are allergic to ghosts. Okay.
And make sure you book your trip. And I'm going to put, in fact, on my live, I'm going to pin the travel agent. I'm going to pin Kay, her email address or her company's email address here if you want to get more information about booking it. So.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. So I guess with Juicy Jussie, I think that was a slur, Mia. Because a slur. Juicy. Yeah, he Juicy. So,
ooh, yeah.
You all right over there, Sam?
Oh, I'm cool.
You cool?
Yeah, I'm cool.
I see the sweat boiling up on your head. You all right over there?
Yeah, I'm great.
Okay. So, we're going to kind of get ready to step a break, but I'm going to kind of do a wait and see on it. That's what I had to tell unfortunately, some of the know-it-alls in our room, we need to wait.
Well, I think we learned a lesson from what happened years ago in North Carolina with the lacrosse.
Duke lacrosse team.
Right. We all jumped the gun. That's what happened. The evidence came out that it wasn't true at all. So we had to kind of backtrack from that instance. So we learned our lesson. So we want to make sure that all the evidence comes out so we can make informed decision as to what happened. So we just won't have an opinion before we know everything. But here's the deal. In this society,
5 Pinocchios.
in this society, because everything is instantaneous, and we want to be the first one to break the news. We want to be the first one to say,
they know, son.
I told you so. That's the thing that we get caught up on. I told you what happened. Yep. And we just make the conclusion. We make these illogical steps in the actual gathering our own evidence, say, I told you. But if we are completely and totally wrong, we're silent.
No, it don't need to be silent.
We're silent. We don't even say anything. We don't, okay, well, you know what?
You are so right. You are so
right.
right.
Man, how many times do I have to tell my advocates that, look, I love my advocates to death in there, but some of y'all some know-it-alls. Some of y'all some damn know-it-alls. I'm just going to be real about it. That's why you notice that you see me in that room infrequently, and it's not because we post a lot of stuff in there that's trending. And the reason why I don't say nothing on it is because I've seen this happen before. There's an old saying that I used to have in the industry, and like I said, I'm in the legal field with Theo here. When in doubt, don't go out. That's why I refuse to speak on something. Now, I make a smart crack on it or something like that. I'm not going to comment on it because I've seen this happen too many times. I mean, it started in New York with the first brouhaha, which was Tawana Brawley, when Reverend Sharpton got into it.
I remember that. God.
Yeah, everybody remember that. And look, I'm not saying that girl didn't get assaulted or nothing, but there was a whole lot of because look, let's just be honest. When you're talking about a machine like the New York Police Department, yeah, of course they're gonna sit around and find ways to destroy the credibility of the victim. That's what people do. That's what Avery. But the thing about it was there was definitely some inconsistencies that they could prove in that story. And it not only made her, they found out she ended up lying about some of it. Yep. Not necessarily that she lied about all of it, but she did lie about some of it. So not only did it kill her credibility after she went and had the sympathy of the whole country. Now, this was before internet was big. Okay? 87, I think it was. 88. it killed not only her credibility, it killed Reverend Sharpton's credibility.
Yep. Don't you know she's still paying for that today? She still pays the defamation lawsuit out of her paycheck today for that.
Yeah. Well, that's what happened. That's what happened. Get caught in the lie.
Right.
The truth is defense.
I want you to think about how many people who have made statements on that and said this is heinous.
Hey, Tiffany, how you doing, love?
This is horrible. You had the Speaker of the House saying stuff. You had all of the people that's running on the Democratic ticket saying stuff. You had actors and activists, all of these people jumping on that as soon as he made the statement or we found out that he had been attacked. So I hope, I hate for him to have been attacked in any shape, form, or fashion, but I do hope
it wasn't no damn lie. That's what I hope.
I hope it wasn't a lie.
Because he'll seal his actor. He won't even be an F-list actor when it's over.
Credibility along the way with you.
And that's what I told you. We don't need any more reason to hate red hats. You know what I'm saying? We got enough reason. You don't have to. You ain't got to lie to kick it, Craig. Yeah. I'm just saying. I'm not saying he's lying. I'm just saying. So
I'm just saying. I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
He's just saying.
I'm not saying I agree. I'm just saying, like Chris Rock said, I understand. So we got. You want to take a break and we come back and talk about the upcoming 2020 election?
Oh, we got someone who put their name in today. Was it yesterday or today?
Today,
this morning.
Booker.
Cory, another skin, bald head, Booker.
Yeah.
Brother
surrounded by guys with no hair.
He got some criticism coming too. Well, I've already heard the criticism on him years ago.
Not one of my favorites. But go ahead.
But we're gonna talk about that. Let's take a break.
All right.
Reset our emotions, and we'll be back. Devil's Advocate.
This is Nikki G.
It's your girl Mia Mack here to tell you your baby is ugly.
This your boy Stanley. Just want to ask, which one of y'all drank up out of communion and left the crackers? I'm telling you.
And the love child of Morris Cudjoe and Morris Chestnut, Mr. Cudjoe Chestnut. You can listen to us through Joynet app every Friday morning at 11 a.m. Petty ass. Petty ass, bro, dude. All right. We are back.
What up, Theo?
Oh, isn't that nice? He wave it there. Domus Malone. I should have made his stage name Almody Brown. That's Almody. He saw Almody. Hey, Lisa, how you doing, love?
Hey, lady.
All right. You can't stay with me, bro.
Let me tell.
I don't only live down the street for your law firm. No, you can't stay
keep
with me.
Your day
bro.
job. Stop all this.
I can't leave my life. Okay, I'm done.
That's Almody, ladies and gentlemen. You're listening to the sound of sweet attorney at law Almody Brown.
Yes, that's me.
That's Almody. Okay. So he's so Almody. Jesse said he's so Almody. So we're back now. We've got the 2020 election campaign. It's officially kicked off in season.
Yes, it has.
And of course, black folks, we need another reason to fight about something stupid. So let's fight.
Let's fight.
Let's fight.
Let's do it. Let's get into it.
Okay.
Let's get it. Let's go.
Yeah. So today, last week, of course, Kamala Harris, Senator Kamala Harris,
Mia's favorite.
Yeah, that's your favorite. That's your girl.
No.
She decided to throw her ring in the hat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hat in the ring?
Yeah, thank you. Give me a ding. I'll take one ding for that stupidity. I think I need some coffee there. What's this I'm drinking? Goat milk? Okay. And she tried to throw her hat in the ring, and of course, she did her first town hall in Iowa. And what is this thing that when people decide they want to become president, they got to go to Iowa? What is Iowa, the benchmark?
I don't understand that.
Well, the argument with political hacks is that Iowa is the benchmark of the country, basically. Mm-hmm. If you can succeed there, you can succeed anywhere. That's what they argue. That's why they'll go to Iowa.
Has that theory panned out? I mean, is that
no?
Okay,
no,
all right.
Because Iowa typically votes Republican every election.
But I thought it was the first place where they vote for the primaries.
That's the first caucus, isn't it?
Right. That's why they say it sets the tone.
Yeah.
But Iowa, and don't get me wrong, you have pockets of Iowa that's like every other state. They have some liberal pockets in big cities like probably Davenport and Des Moines, and then the rest of the country is red. You know,
there's a lot of racism in Iowa.
Oh yeah,
I've been there.
But there are a lot of Negroes there too. So I'm just.
Is it really?
Yeah. Married to a lot of colonizers. But anyway, hey Marsha, what's going on? I'm just
learn something new every day.
Yeah, there's a lot of brothers there.
Okay,
a lot.
It is.
Yeah.
I didn't see nothing when
I didn't either.
I felt I was the only one in town.
Well, did you go through Davenport? You see more corn than you see Negro.
Oh, okay.
But I'm just saying, there are black. Trust me, there are black. When I found that black folks in Nebraska, it shocked the hell out of me. There are black folks in Wyoming.
Oh yeah,
Wyoming. A fence in state. You just draw a fence across it.
It's like 2 or 3% though. It's not.
Right. I mean, we ain't talking.
And you know they slaves. You do know that, right? You do know that. What? You go up there and catch them. They gonna be wearing cowboy outfits. Yeah. You do know that, right?
Oh my goodness,
right.
Gosh.
And all their friends colonizers. I mean, I'm just saying. Just be real. They cowboys, and you talk to them. You swear they from Alabama.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
How did Cowboys get back into the discussion?
That's what they wear up there. What you think they wear up in the Plain State? Sheepskins. Cowboy boots, cowboy hats, dingoes, boots. That's what that is, and with big old embroidered belt, so they can get stepping. Line dancing. I bet that's the only thing they do. Put on some Al Green, they be out of place. I'm just what? Okay, am I being prejudiced right now? I'm just saying that's
pretty much
up there doing.
Pretty much.
But that's what the brothers wear up there. You think you gonna see some sagging pants in Wyoming?
I could.
You couldn't. So anyway.
Rachel said that they relocated after Katrina to Wyoming.
And relocated the hell up out of there into Canada. But okay, so my thing is, so Kamala's in. Okay, so let's go from side to side. Okay. I'm almost scared to ask Dave, but Head Savage, what's your take on it?
Take on what?
On Kamala.
Oh, Kamala.
Not the wrestler. It's Kamala Harris.
She got a questionable past. You know, my criminal justice record is very tainted, but I support her though. So
yeah, I support her policies, but
I support her.
What about you, Dones Malone? What you got to say there,
I think the deal with her is that the jury's still out for her. I mean, you know. We don't know much about her as far as a candidate. I mean, she just threw her name out there, and she's running on what platform, what form. It's just too early to tell. Also with Cory Booker, which we're going to get into later, we know what she's done serving in her role as a civil servant from a state perspective. But when you're talking about running for presidency, I mean, I think the models that we've actually looked at that were actually somewhat successful, obviously successful for Barack Obama. He put it out there.
Right.
Yeah. He was able to lay the foundation for what he ran on. You kind of got a feel for what he wanted to do when this whole theme of change came. Right. Even when it's actually presenting to everyone that he's running. Right. For her, I don't even get that feel. And then she has some stigma with her coming around her with some bad decisions she's made before. So the jury's still out on her.
Well, you know.
And then also the same thing for Cory Booker as well. You know, the jury's still out on him. And I don't want our people to run to the polls thinking that we're going to get a reincarnation of Barack.
Right.
And even though.
You really want a reincarnation of Barack?
But do we?
I don't.
No, I don't.
Oh, man. Well, good luck trying to get Malcolm X in the White House. That's all I got to say. Dave will be shaking his head. Good luck with that.
You can't get a radical.
Right.
You cannot do it. I'm sorry. This country is not ready for it.
Malcolm X in the White House.
Try getting me in the White House now. Because I'm gonna be Dave. I'm coming to you because see he waiting. See he already look at. He's salivating over that. But let's just be real.
That's what I'm saying. You know, the thing is, I hope that people don't fall for the banana and the tailpipe trick again.
Hey,
I hope we took some lessons away and know that all of our skin folks ain't our kin folks. And I hope that we look with a far more critical eye at all of these candidates and make sure that they truly do represent our interests and didn't just have a come to Jesus moment in the last 2 years when they decided they wanted to run for office. No. You don't want me to look at your record? Well, what else am I going to judge you by?
Okay,
I'm just supporting anybody who's legal weed. Legal weed, you got my support.
Legal weed. They
could beat Trump.
Let me see what businesses can't participate in the legal weed.
Okay,
so
well, let me hold on.
Free market for real. Let everybody grow.
Yeah, everybody get it. Yeah.
If you do that, I'm all for it.
Okay.
I'm not for John Boehner
and legalize goats.
Oh, weed.
Okay, yeah, and legalize goats. You have my. But Dave, hold on, yeah, because he been sitting on this. Oh, here you go.
I'm gonna give Kamala Harris 5 Pinocchio. Sorry.
I concur.
Okay. I mean, when you're trying to lock mothers up because their kids are skipping school, that's not a good prospect for me. When you're trying to have an innocent man killed when there's evidence to show that he's innocent, and you refuse to even review the evidence until the New York Times says you need to look at this evidence and made it a national story, that's a problem for me. I could go on and on and on.
Yeah, she got some, and
you know.
Yeah, she
but,
got some. Yeah,
you know, at the end of the day, if you are an agent of this criminal justice system, because we need to remember what Kamala Harris was. She was a district attorney,
right,
and she was an attorney general,
right.
Those are police.
Pretty much, they're political
period.
Positions. Right.
Okay. End of story. Now you can look at it whatever way you want, but what do police do to black people in America? And she helped foster that system.
Okay.
Yeah, but hold on. What about this though? A lot of people say she was just doing her job. It was her job to follow the law.
I love it when y'all say that. Yeah. You know what?
I'm playing the devil's advocate.
I know, but you know what? There were a lot of German soldiers who said that very same thing when they were sending the Jews to those gas chambers.
Oh. There were
a lot of ex-slaves who ended up being killed by ex-slaves, and they screamed, "I was just doing what Massa told me to do."
What's wrong with what we got here, boss?
That's not a good enough excuse anymore.
No.
Okay?
But she said, but also let's look at the good things she done. She had a lot of criminal justice reform, a lot of programs that got people working and rehabilitated. We got to also look at the good things she's done. We always criticize her for those bad things, but she also has did a lot of good things.
Yeah, but here's my problem with that. Does the good things outweigh the detriment of the bad things? Because there are people still in jail that Kamala Harris sent to jail. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then to say, I'm gonna send your daddy to jail, but I'm a champion a program to feed that single mother. See, that don't wash with me. Okay. You look, and this thing about being radical, look, here's the thing about Obama, okay? And what we have to start doing as black people is stop looking for symbolism and start demanding results.
Right.
And since the 60s, every gain that we've gotten since the Voting Rights Act and the Civil Rights Protection, since then, every other gain that we've ever gotten is symbolism. And when people want to talk about Obama, look, I'm glad he gave y'all hope, but that's all y'all got was hope. Okay? Go back and look.
Well, we got little, son, but not much.
Well, look. You say, well, we got the Affordable Care Act. No, you didn't get it. That was for everybody.
That's for everybody.
When we start talking about black politicians, we need to start demanding that, look, we're putting you in office. This is what we want. We're not getting any results from these black politicians.
I agree.
They're coming and getting our votes.
Right.
And this is all of them.
Right.
You know, and they'll come and stir you up and get you excited and quote the Bible and do all that other stuff.
Go right to
but at the end of the day, when it comes to results in our communities,
right,
we're not getting those results. And those and I'm gonna tell you, not just the black politicians.
Right.
You need to start demanding it from white politicians.
Yeah.
You know,
all of the politicians that come trotting up in your church.
Yeah,
that's so come around doing election season.
Oh, wait a minute. What was funny was Donald Trump did that. Who he went to
who
one
was that?
church.
Who was that coon that was up there?
No, what was the woman's name? What was her name?
Who? Coon Dance Owens?
No, the one that was on The Apprentice.
Manigoat. What's her name?
I'm a rouser.
Yes,
I'm a hooker.
I still have flashbacks from that moment that he was in church, African American church. He just looked so.
With that coon that was behind him holding his hand up. I looked at this. I'm like, look at these. Boy, Jesus will come back and die again. I'm looking at this and I'm like, look at this right here. Look. What in the Bubba Buck-Tooth child sleeping trailer park on cinder blocks is I'm looking at here with these black folks with this white guy who look, it ain't about color to me. I'm like, why y'all sitting around here doing with this dude who he don't even know how to rock to the gospel to the Negro spiritual. He up here all on beat. They up here cheesing with him. Oh boy, you big Martin Luther King up again and kill himself again. I'm just tired of y'all.
You know who was really mad that day? I'm gonna tell you who was really mad.
What?
The person that usually sit on that side of the church.
Thank you.
And the pastor said, you know what? You gotta go.
Yeah.
And they saying, look, I've been here since so and so years. My dang on name is on the side of the building, and you gonna help me move for him? All right, I'll move.
You know what I would have wanted to do? You know how preachers always say, touch your neighbor. I would have wanted to touch him all right. Touch him. I would have wanted to hit him so hard it would have restructured that whole hairdo.
But hey, you can't sass that. Hey, God wanted Trump to be president. Now I know when I go to church, I need to pay my tithes in rubles. You see what I'm saying? That's what's up with it.
Don't go to church.
But you don't go to church. You don't go
right there.
But what I'm saying is that we have to start asking and demanding real questions.
Real results, right?
From
I agree
our
with
politicians. And it's the white ones and the black ones because
they've been some substitute teachers.
Because when you ask a question,
right,
ask for demand an answer. Right. Don't let them beat around the bush about something that is irrelevant. And when it comes to black politics, I'm going to ask y'all this, and it's going to make people mad.
Right.
But can you name any significant gain black people got under President Obama?
Well, besides the legislation for the HBCU farmers, he did get most of the stuff that be real with you that he did for us. He did in his first 100 days. After that, he was shut down.
Okay, so let me ask again. Black farmers don't help us, the masses. Okay, that was part of the Farm Bill. What significant thing did President Obama do for black people?
What about that My Brother's Keeper? Didn't he release that $200 million?
Well, he did, yeah. And
that's grant money that they always release every year.
Well, and then he did the, of course, and now Trump is taking
And by the way,
credit for
everybody could get that money, even white folks could get that money.
Well, hold on, Dave. Then he did the reform of the Sentencing Act now that Congress stalled, and of course now Trump's taking credit for with them black coon pastors that up in there. He's the greatest president of black people.
Okay, so let me ask you. So if I didn't have anybody part of the prison system, how did that help me?
Well, we talking about reform for black folks, and what he's doing for black folks. So we already know the system has already had disparity toward black people. So that was a step. Because
it was a step. What significant legislation?
But they said they can't do that because then we had an argument in a group you can't do nothing specifically for black people because it'll be deemed unconstitutional.
Really?
Yeah.
They did something specifically for gay people.
Oh, they sure did.
Yeah, that's what
some people do something specifically for DACA.
I had this argument with lawyers though in the group.
They in fact.
Hold on. We have a lawyer here. Hold on.
I can go back and pull up my list of reparations that they've given to people.
Well, we need our reparations. But so
they've done
black folks
everything.
a Cadillac is what he gonna give us.
I don't care. That ain't the point. What I'm trying to get people to understand here is that you've got to start demanding results.
And I agree, Dave,
from your vote. And just to be putting people in office for symbolic reasons
is not gonna cut it.
Not doing anything for our community. And when we send people to office, it's symbolic. What are they saying about Kamala Harris? Oh, well, she'll be the first Indian woman, and she'll be the first black woman. Who gives a damn?
I don't care about none of that.
Okay? I want to know what she's going to do for the black community who is suffering under the guise of white supremacy, by which she made money.
Oh, here you go.
Purporting white supremacy.
Boy,
I'm done.
The AKA gonna come cut you today, boy. But anyway, hold on. But
Ski-wee.
they gonna cut you. They gonna cut you.
Oh my goodness.
Yep. Because she got that force behind her. And look, I'm just saying, and I agree with you. I don't want to see any more of blackface in a high place. It can't be that anymore. And look, let's just be real. In the first of everything, when you got the first black or first minority everything, they kind of got to step around to colonize a little bit, kind of get in there.
You know the guy you need to pay attention to that nobody ain't gonna pay attention to? Eric Holder.
Eric,
is he running?
As much as I love Eric Holder,
telling you,
I love his dirty draw.
No, but
he will not get elected.
I know he won't, but I'm just saying Eric Holder is kicking their tails if you're following what he's doing.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
but Eric,
you see
what Eric said. They bring a knife. What you do? That's where he get.
That's
down.
what I'm saying. Eric Holder is kicking them, but nobody's talking about Eric Holder because Eric Holder didn't want to follow Obama's lead.
Right.
Eric Holder's a lot more radical than people think he is.
He is.
Well, actually, what's her name is too? Michelle is. Michelle is a lot more radical.
Michelle Obama is. Yeah, she is.
And truth, let's just be real. Obama's a lot. You don't sit up in Reverend Wright's church and be a moderate. But Obama was a pragmatist, which is always when we had to critique his presidency.
He was a sellout.
Oh, goodness. Really?
Come on. How you gonna, wait a minute. How you gonna raise your kids in this man's church, Reverend Wright's church? You've been in this church for 20 years, and then all of a sudden white people don't like Reverend Wright, and you totally abandoned him? Yeah. Come on, man. And then Michelle writes in her book, she really castigates this guy. Come on now. Come on. See, that's the problem with our black leaders. That we willing to sell each other down the river for 30 pieces of silver. I'm done.
And R. Kelly.
Turn my mic off,
and get peed on. Just no.
But it was for the presidency, though.
Yeah.
But he knew, but he was smart though. He knew what he had to do. He was like, I'd rather get in there and try to do something.
Right.
And look, Dave.
But why Michelle gonna come back and attack the man in her book?
I understand.
Why? Come on. Okay.
I understand. Because she probably gonna run too.
I'll give you that. But she comes back and just wears Jeremiah right out in her book.
What she say about him?
And it's pretty pathetic when this was your spiritual leader who you set your cute little daughters up in his church.
Up in his church.
They were 20 years, weren't they? Somewhere in there.
They was Black Panther.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then but that wasn't the first sermon that Reverend Wright preached like that, I'm sure.
And look, I was saying, you said you think he was over there. And look, I don't care.
Let me pull up what Michelle
I agree. Oh Lord, here we go.
But somebody wrote a good piece about Wright, saying that he was a doctor. He's intelligent. He's
very intelligent.
Yeah,
but he's a byproduct. He's more like Louis Farrakhan. He's a byproduct of years of hate and oppression.
Right.
And
what I want to know is why do we demonize those preachers for saying stuff like that? Meanwhile,
they
you
say
got
stuff
Billy
we can't
Graham
afford
and
to
all
say.
These other preachers that are sitting up saying that Donald Trump is God.
Oh, you mean Darrell Coon Scott?
Yeah.
Christian policies.
The little rabbit four-tailed, furry-tailed, four-legged thing.
Listen, if people on the right don't distance themselves from radical Caucasian preachers, I don't understand why Barack Obama felt like he needed to distance himself from Reverend Wright.
Come on.
But here's my problem with this, okay? At the end of the day, and we saw this with the Birmingham Civil Rights Institute. We saw this with CNN when they did when they fired the brother about making comments about Israel.
Right.
We in the black community are allowing other people to tell us who our leaders are. Okay,
Right.
What they can and what they cannot say, and that's problematic for me. Now, it may not be for you all, but when it gets to the point where black people can't be black people and have their own leaders, then what the hell are we voting for? I'm just asking the question.
Okay.
I'm just asking the question because that's what this really boils down to.
Okay.
We see this over and over and over again, and most recently with Angela Davis in Birmingham.
Yep.
Some people, we don't. Wait a minute. She fought in the 60s. Oh, but white people don't like Angela Davis, so we can't give her the civil rights, the Fred L. Shuttlesworth Award. We can't get. No, white people don't like us. It's pathetic. And if we're going to ever control our own destiny, then we have to have leaders who are not afraid to speak out on injustice when it's not when it's convenient or politically expedient, but because injustice happens every day.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm turning my mic off.
Okay. Mia, have you anything to add to that? Since y'all on your Black Panther Wakanda moment right now.
Speaking of which, why isn't AMC showing Black Panther here in Arkansas? Okay, did y'all know that Black Panther is supposed to be shown free
for the month of February
throughout AMC theaters for the month of just for 1 week?
1 week. Okay.
1 week.
In February.
AMC is not even showing Black Panther. I just thought I'd throw that out there. Okay.
Dang.
Okay. Mia.
I don't have to see Black Panther because the Wakanda people didn't like Killmonger, so I don't care if they show it or not. I'm team Killmonger.
Because Killmonger coming back in part 2, I heard. That's going to be interesting. That's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I need to understand how
we need to vote Killmonger for president. That's what I say.
I can dig it. There we go. That's
Killmonger for president.
A candidate I can get behind.
Kill Colorado for president.
Y'all crazy.
I'm just saying. Wait. I mean, look, I went down to the DMV yesterday. They messed around and didn't even want to take my plate. I thought it was too many letters. I'm like, too many letters? Yeah, they threw me out the office. Had the cop escort me out. Talking about the too many letters on your light plate. I'm like, how am I light plate too many letters? Sir, you can't get a light plate say kill Whitey. I'm like, you know what?
We're going to pray.
Okay, let us pray.
Let the people pray for this.
Who in the hell left the gate open?
Who the hell left the gate open?
Who left it open? So we got Baldy Booker. Mm-hmm. Kamala Harris.
My brother from another mother.
Mm-hmm.
We got Schultz from Starbucks.
Man, please. He can get the going too. See, this is the problem, and this is what I don't like. Since
Castro, who I do like.
Who now?
Actually.
Who?
I kind of like that kid.
Who is that?
You like?
Castro. I kind of like.
Yeah, I like Castro. Okay. From Illinois, he's been pretty consistent.
Yeah. He's from San Antonio.
San Antonio. He's the mayor from San Antonio.
Mm-hmm.
Is he running for president?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I like him too.
I like him.
I like him.
And
I don't have to dig to make sure I can really ride with him. But right now, out of the people that's running, that's who I'm rolling with.
Castro.
Okay.
Yep.
They kicking us off today.
Huge.
Yeah. Like, you ain't got to go, but you got to get the hell up out of here. So, I want to thank everybody for joining us.
Thank you.
Of course, Head Sanford. I don't know if he's going to be on the road next week or.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, they getting my house ready in Charlotte, so I'm waiting on that.
You ain't buying an old plantation house, are you?
No, I'm renting. Because I'm.
Are you renting? Okay, well, just put some kind in there. Martin Luther King drink. Okay. Of course, my man Dones Malone over here.
Yes, sir.
And of course, hey, don't forget, Mia, if you in town on Sunday, what we doing? Food.
My baby taking up senior pictures though.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine.
But I might try to swing through.
Yeah, try to
But
find
I
black
doubt it
folks.
because I told you I ain't gonna celebrate no slave auction.
See, I know then. And I want to thank everybody, of course, and of course, Super Dave. Right now, he's getting ready for Black Focus. We'll be in here next week for our anniversary shout.
Absolutely, join us.
Yep, join us. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna find something. We're gonna be ignorant. And I want to thank you guys. See us again next Friday. Same bat time, same bat channel. When they're winning you late, I'm already getting ready to log off. And don't forget, can't stand the heat. Stay out of Hell's Kitchen. Bye, folks.